Hey everyone, welcome. Tonight I'm pinning a question. So excuse that. Let me turn this down because this is serious right here. I'm doing a lot, trying to make sure that everything is situated. I need to put in, well, I guess if you're listening, then you're here already. But I could, no, we're not going to do that. We're trying to be serious with what we're trying to do right now. Be patient with me for a minute. Let me turn this volume down on this other device so I can get into what we need to talk about. Yes, this is for Black America. Yes, it is. It's a conversation that's been on my mind. But anyway, tonight I'm pinning a question that's been heavy on my mind. Let me see. I gotta see. Y'all gotta be patient with me because it's like this is new to me, and I'm going to be trying to do it every night at midnight. I started a little early, so we have a few minutes to get things situated because I don't want any interruptions. I want to be able to address everyone. All of this is going to go onto my video account, my social media accounts. I'm looking for the box where I can put. Ah, okay. I'm looking for the box where I can put. Oh, that's how that works. Yeah, I gotta excuse me. I'm looking for the chat box. This one I'm looking for. Okay, so now I have to copy this question because it's very important. It's the topic, and just be a little patient. Once I get things situated, you are going to see that all this is going to be very interesting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah, I'm trying to copy something and paste it right fast. Okay, here we go, right here. Bingo. I'm gonna copy that because it's the question I need to pin inside the chat box. Okay, now there's the chat studio, chat stream live message participants. How do I chat something? Studio chat, live stream chat. I want the live stream chat. There we go. And this is the question I'm putting up in here. Hopefully, some people be joining me. Maybe not now, but it's the same question when you come into the live. But anyway, here we go. Once again, hey everybody. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters out there. Welcome in. Tonight I'm pinning a question that's been heavy on my mind. And the question is in the box. And I'm just put it out there like this. Am I wasting my time on Black America? Because it seems like she's giving up. I want this to be an honest, respectful space. I'm here to share my truth, but I really want to hear yours too. If you've ever felt frustrated, hopefully, or just plain, well, hopeful, or just plain tired when it comes to community progress, let's talk about it. Drop your thoughts in the chat, no judgment, just real conversation. This is something I've been wrestling with. Am I wasting my time on Black America? Because it seems like she's giving up. I want to hear your honest thoughts. Let's talk about it. Let's get real tonight. If you've ever felt discouraged about trying to uplift our community, this conversation is for you. Conversation starters, sorry about that. Conversation starters and follow. Okay. What do you think makes people feel like giving up on collective progress? Do you believe Black America is losing hope, or is there something deeper going on? Have you ever felt like your efforts for the community weren't making a difference? How did you deal with that? What keeps you motivated to keep pushing, even when it feels like nobody's listening? What does giving up look like to you? Is it apathy, silence, or something else? How do we reignite hope and unity in our communities? Who or what inspires you to keep going, even when things get tough? If you could change one thing about how we support each other, what would it be? Do you think the solutions are in economic empowerment, education, or something else? What's one small action everyone watching tonight could take to move us forward? Okay. If you relate to this question or these questions, drop a 100 in the chat or the message box. What keeps you going when things feel hopeless? Has anyone ever felt like giving up on the community but found a reason to keep pushing? Share your story. What would real unity and progress look like to you? If you could send one message to Black America right now, what would it be? Who's someone in your life who inspires you not to give up? When someone shares, even if it's critical or emotional, thank them for their honesty. I appreciate you keeping it real. This is a safe space. You know, let's keep this about solutions and understanding, not tearing each other down. Oh boy. Okay, okay, okay. Enough of that. I've been reading prompts. I've been trying to set things in a way where I could start a conversation. I'm trying to get things to the point where we have a platform other than YouTube or social media where we can really discuss these things. I'm trying to make this engaging where we can come up with some solutions because Black America, whoa, I love y'all, but y'all embarrassing, really. You know, it's like we in a conundrum, whatever it's called. We settle for anything. We settle for food stamps. Malcolm X talked about things like when we had to fight the wars for America, how America, drafted us and then, we had to fight wars. We died for America. For America. Might have got a check, but you died for America. You went over there. And then, there's other situations where you'll die for your set, I guess. I don't know if you do that intentionally. And I'm hoping, well, I guess that's the wrong word to use for social media. That's why I created this platform because I don't want to be using the wrong words and end up getting like banned or suspended for a week or two. Like that's what's been happening because I'm passionate about what I'm doing. I have a website. If y'all keep coming to this live or these lives, because I'm going to be doing this every night at midnight, so we can talk about real things. I have a blueprint. I got a blueprint for Black America. Economic system. To, change the narrative, the direction that we're going in. It's a lot of things I've been working on, trying to create, but social media is blocking this thing, this progress. See, God, the creator, and we're not trying to get religion in this, not religion as you may have been shown religion. We're trying to bring connection to the direction we really need to be going in. But he sent prophets, and he sent prophets in succession. And then, each prophet came with a different level of understanding until you see the last prophet, which came with the whole collective everything, just in a nutshell, the Quran. And this prophet was illiterate, and he revealed things to this prophet that's confounding the world right now. So that's how you do things. And at the same time, you know, he used regular people. He give regular people ideas that they end up doing things that change the world. And I got something that you all need to see. Y'all need to hear. Different books, but two of them, three of them actually are on the top that I'm really trying to promote and push, and that's the one that's titled "Study to Show Thyself Approved: Islam, the fastest growing religion on the planet," and the other one is "The Blueprint for Black America's Economic System," and the other one is "A Better Black Wall Street." I have other titles, but all of them are, inspirational. They're geared to get us to think on our own and to act and do on our own and not settle for food stamps like we've been doing. You know, we settle for food stamps because we had leaders that fought and were unalived in order to promote a better way of life for us. And we didn't get that better way of life. We got some crumbs, we got food stamps, and then we just stopped. We messed around and they unalive our people, Sandra Bland, man, getting brain free, brain, whatever they call that. Um, anyway, they unalive our people and turn around. We protest for about an hour or a few minutes, and then we'll turn around and stop, like it's nothing, like they didn't do anything, and then until they do it again, until they analyze somebody else. Sandra Bland, George Floyd, you know, it's like, wow, that's all we do. We might protest for a few minutes, and then we go back and we turn around and stick our head in the sand again until they analyze somebody else. Then we come out and protest a few more minutes and go back. And we like a people that's just sad. We have given up on ourselves. And the thing about it is, I refuse to give up because I really believe that, you know, something great is supposed to come out of all of this. I believe that everything that happened to our people through time, through history, that something's great going to come out of it. But I also believe the only way it's going to come out of it is if we turn back to the Creator. If we turn back, I'm Muslim, but at the same time, I used to be Christian. I used to be a Christian, and but I studied. I studied, and to me, that's what I believe the Creator wants us to do. He wants us to study. He don't want us to just be out here, just believing the things that our enemy has presented to us, has given us. And then here's the thing: they turn around and they say that we can't blame all of white tea America. They say we can't blame all white tea America. And I say, why not? I mean, y'all crazy as hell. If y'all feel as though that because you say your ancestors didn't have nothing to do with that your ancestors didn't participate in it, which you don't know anyway. Even if you say that your ancestors did participate in that, you say that you all can't take the blame of what they did in the past. And if you really believe that, you done lost your mind. You're delusional. Because here's the thing. Let's say the percentage, we don't know the percentage. Let's say 2%, 20%. We go with the lower number. We say, let's say 2% of white T America owned slaves and had something to do with slavery and promoted slavery. Let's just say 2% of them did that. 2% of them did that, but turned around and the other 98% said nothing, did nothing, and allowed for the laws and society to be structured and set up in a way where we still slaves. And from that 2%, the 100% of white America benefited from that generational wealth and everything. You know, don't say nothing when we try to promote or try to get equal rights. When we try to level the playing field, they don't say anything. They probably behind closed doors helping keep the voting in order to keep us down, keep us suppressed. And that now, if you don't say nothing, being quiet, that's inclusive. That's all you. The blood is on your hands too. And then you have so-called Black Americans talking about, the past, and we don't need to deal with or talk about the past or anything like that. And they done lost their mind too. But that's why I set this platform up, because if you really feel that way, we can talk about it. We need to talk about it. I invite anybody to come on this platform and let's talk about it. You know, And then you can go to my website, theartproject.llc, and you can see what I'm doing. You can see what I'm trying to do. And I've been doing this for some time, but at the same time, hey, people don't want this. You got black people don't want this. And all it is an economic system for Black America. I think that's the main thing we need, besides the proper relationship with our creator, with the one who created us. We running around here, we are reckless people. We are unaliving ourselves at an alarming rate. And we don't talk about it. We don't try to engage and go into the communities to find out what's the problem. And in most cases, we probably do know the problems. In most cases, the gangs and the things that they got against each other that needs to be sorted out. But at the same time, nobody's talking like this. Nobody's talking like this. I mean, I'm gonna put this up, and this is just a premiere. I guess we can call it a premiere. I'm gonna be putting other little videos up and everything like that. But this right here we're gonna do every night at 12 midnight. I invite anyone that wants to come and talk. I even have a problem with my Muslim brothers. I can't say the sisters because it's the men. It's the men who's supposed to be out here trying to do certain things for the community. And my thing is the dawah. I believe the dawah was mainly set up for the non-believer to go out into the street, into the world, and try to you know invite them to the truth. Because why would we go to Muslims? I mean, if a Muslim is practicing the way he's supposed to be practicing, or she's supposed to be practicing, they shouldn't have a problem. They shouldn't have a problem, and if because every Friday we're supposed to be going to Juma. That's our juice. That's our dawah. We offer prayer, our 5 daily prayers. That's our dawah. When we giving, that's our dawah. But then I've encountered Muslims that they're not concerned about anybody but the Salafi. They say if they're not Salafi, they're not concerned with them. You know, and it's like the whole structure on how everything was set up is just wrong. It's just crazy. We have everything situated where all the prophets showed us how we're supposed to be doing things. It was showed that we're supposed to be doing things collectively on a level where we're helping the people. Islam wasn't revealed to just belong to the Muslims. The Quran wasn't just revealed, it wasn't revealed just for the Muslims, for us to hold to ourselves and not work for anybody but us. No, it was toward humanity. And then we are supposed to be little messengers, an extension of the messengers, and going out and trying to convince people of what was wrong and how it's to be corrected. And the thing about it is, we have black people that's not concerned about what happened to black people. And we have Muslims that's not concerned about what's happened or happening to Muslims. They're not concerned. Anytime certain things happen, and you go to work and you go home and you don't say anything about it, your blood is on your hands. You don't say nothing about it. It's like certain things happen in Saudi Arabia with this dude, MB, whatever his name is. He tripping, and it's like out front. It's out in the open. What he's doing, what he's done, it's out in the open. What all the Muslim countries are not doing in Palestine. We know that Allah is in charge. We know that He allowed things to happen, but it's for a reason. And I believe part of that reason is that those quiet that didn't do or say nothing, I believe that they are in for grievous penalty, living their life thinking that it's all good. I believe that God, Allah, will not help anybody that's not trying to help themselves, that don't speak out. You know, I believe that Allah said in the Quran before he changed a person or condition, they must first change what's within themselves. And I don't want to quote it because I don't know the exact place where it says in the Quran. I just know it's there. And you can research it, you can Google them words and find out exactly where it's at. But it's there. And the condition in our hearts is like if we turn around and we see what's going on, if we live in this life as Black Americans, and we live in this life and we know what happened to our people and we know what's happened to us, and then we don't say nothing about it, we just day to day, don't say nothing about it. We don't do nothing about it. True enough, you done protested time and again, sometime, I don't know. But at the same time, when the protesting ain't working, we have to have other avenues. I believe the avenues is the first to connect with your creator and pray to him, but then at the same time, faith without works is dead. Get up off your and do something collectively. And I believe that's what that God is waiting on for us to do something collectively. He help us. He helps individuals, but at the same time, you being helped individually, and then you just keeping it to yourself and not trying to extend it any kind of way. Then that's what good is it doing? What good is it doing for the whole people? So you turn around and you have your little home, you have your little job and everything like that. But then at the same time, you're not concerned about anybody else until it hits home and something happened to you. Then you want people to reach out and help you. But no, it don't work like that. We have to collectively engage with each other, put down the foolishness that we've been doing. And when we collectively engage with each other, and that doesn't just mean helping each other on a level of support where we help each other. Nah, it has to connect with trying to find out the truth about why you was created. That's where it starts. But at the same time, the extension of that is to reach out to your brother and sister who's also been created for a reason. But we've separated ourselves from each other and we separate ourselves from the creator. So now we're in a conundrum, I guess that's the way to pronounce it, where certain things are situated where we hit. This dude is snatching away all the program, which we didn't need him anyway, because we had an ability within ourselves to help ourselves. But we're in a position where if we don't, I guess you can put the rest of that together. And the answer's been with us all this time. All this time, the answer's been with us. And I break it down in my books. We're going to talk about it. God willing, you all to come on the show. You all to come, if you want a link to be a guest, I send you a link to be a guest. We can have one-on-one discussions. We can talk about anything that you all want to talk about that's relating to us coming up out of this situation we're in. Because only one thing that's going to defeat slavery, and yes, slavery still exists. That slavery mentality. And it's not just that. It's in every sense of the word. Slavery still exists amongst Black Americans, and you don't even know it. We've assimilated into lifestyle that's more conducive to their lifestyle, and we're living like them, animals, sinful creatures of Satan. That includes everything you do, from the clubs, from the music, from the dancing, from the drinking, from the fornication, from all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason that all this is heaped up upon us. Because once upon a time, we were chosen. And that's not in a special sense, but it is. We were chosen to keep the covenant with God. We were chosen to keep the covenant, and we failed in that. He didn't fail in it. He says in his book, previous book, well, it says that he says his arm, he says, my arm is outstretched still. That's how merciful he is. And it's all kind of prophecies about us and what would happen. But at the same time, we think we're gonna come back as Israelites, the 12 tribes or something like that, when they messed up. We're not coming back like that. He said, if my people will humble themselves and turn from their wicked ways and come back to me. But the Hebrew Israelites, the righteous ones of them, were Muslims. They submitted their will to do God's will. Y'all don't get it. It goes beyond Islam, and Muslim didn't come with Prophet Muhammad. Adam was a Muslim. Moses, Noah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, they were Muslim. But at the same time, we don't know that. We don't even understand it because we've been conquered and hit upside the head with a cross. Anyway, we're going to be talking until I get some guests and some people in the audience. Then I'm going to be, recording these lives right here and uploading them. And we're going to keep it half an hour until things pick up. But my website is the arkproject.llc, and that's ark, ARK, as in Noah's Ark, THEARK PROJECT The name of this channel is Real Black Voice. The name of this episode is Real Black Voice. Everything is Real Black Voice from now on. I need y'all to support me. I need y'all to do this with me. We need to talk about it. If we don't talk about it, nothing gets done. I'm going to be here, trying to make things look different. That's my background. That's my logo behind me. And I got a bunch of books that I wrote. These are the books right here. I don't know if y'all can see them because of lighting. Anyway, I wrote 12 books and all of them on sale at Amazon. I'm trying to create an economic system for Black America, one book sale at a time. I pray that God touch all of y'all in a very special way. I pray that we come together as a people, and may He bless you and yours. Peace out, everybody.